In this video, we're breaking down the best games for the 2025 Division I men's volleyball season. I did all the hard work so you can focus on the action. So let's dive into the list of the top games this season. Obviously, there's a lot of storylines heading into this year. I think it's one of the most exciting seasons for Division I men's volleyball in a long time. Lots of storylines, lots of narratives, lots of players, transfers, new coaches, just exciting storylines ahead of this year's season. And it seems like Division I men's volleyball is about to explode this year. The addition of a lot of big-time freshmen, a lot of big-time players, and a lot of other factors all pressing forward to make this season a big one. So make sure you're following along this channel as we dive into all that content as it happens this year. The first game to circle your calendar for this year is BYU versus Hawaii. That is on back-to-back days, Friday, January 31st, and Saturday, February 1st, 2025. You have the revenge match for Keoni Thiim against Hawaii, getting a chance to play his old team for the first time. A very interesting storyline. I'm really excited to see that matchup with the Cougars and some of their new additions, and Thiim versus Hawaii, Rosenthal and company. Should be a fun one, should be a really good matchup to start the season. The second game to watch, and this could be the biggest and baddest game of the year, Goliath versus Goliath matchup. UCLA versus Long Beach. They play February 7th and February 12th. The first one at the Pyramid and the second one at Poly. I will be at the February 12th match. I'm flying out to Los Angeles all the way from the DMV to go see that game in person. And if you can't make it in person, make sure to watch that game online. I imagine it'll be streamed on ESPN Plus, if not just on ESPN on the regular cable network. So that's going to be the biggest one of the regular season this season. Number 1 and number 2 coming into this year. So that's going to be a big one. Second match that we're highlighting here. Number 3, February 19th and 22nd, we have a rematch of last year's final. UC Irvine versus UCLA. Gives Heno a chance to get some redemption against the Bruins and see what happens if the Bruins can keep their streak over Irvine, or if Heno can be enough this year to take him out in the regular season. The fourth match to watch this season is Hawaii versus UC Irvine. That's on February 28th and March 2nd. Both of those games being played in Hawaii, so a lot of Big West playoff implications on the line for that match. Two Big West teams, so make sure to keep your eyes out on that one. On April 11th and April 12th, Long Beach heads to Hawaii. Tread versus Moni, two of the best setters in the country. That's going to be a really fun matchup to watch them two go head-to-head. You look at these teams, some of the best teams in the country, the Hawaiis, the Irvines, the UCLAs of the world, they're all playing each other, and they're all playing each other multiple times. So it's going to be a tough year for any of these teams to go unbeaten, and I expect all of these teams to play each other tough, especially when you got a team going on the road, 2 games, tough to win back-to-back on the road. So we'll see who ends up getting the better of each other in that match. On March 28th and 29th, Long Beach playing UC Irvine. As we talked about, you have the Henos, you have Nikolov, Siapanis, lots of high-caliber players in that match. So another one to watch later in March. The 7th match to watch this year is going to be Ball State against Loyola Chicago. Two of the MIVA's best teams from the preseason coaches poll. Ball State ranked 1, Loyola ranked 2. So they're going to be two really, really fun teams to watch this year, and definitely that head-to-head matchup is going to be a fun one on March 7th and April 12th. So they both get a chance to play at home. So I see that one kind of going 50-50 split, giving the advantage to the home teams in that matchup, but definitely tune into those games as 1 and 2 from the MIVA square off. And the last match I highlighted from this season is Grand Canyon challenging UCLA. Cameron Thorne getting a chance to play his old team. I'm sure there's some rivalry built in from last season and some added rivalry from his addition to the Bruins roster this season. That game being played on April 4th and 5th, so towards the back end of the season, but should be a really, really fun one. Grand Canyon moved from the MPSF to the Big West, so no longer conference foes, but still 2 very competitive teams, and probably 2 top 10 teams this year for sure. Other teams to watch this year, when I was looking, I don't think Penn State released their 2025 schedule yet, so they're the best team in the preseason rankings for the EIVA. They'll definitely have some big-time games to watch this season as well. Ryan Merck and company with that team and that program, so keep an eye out for their schedule when that gets released. Belmont Abbey from Conference Carolinas, shout out Joe Morris. They made it to the NCAA quarterfinals last season, and I think they're going to have another big year in the Conference Carolina Conference. I don't even know if that's the right way to say it, but definitely tune into some of their games this year. I think they stream all their games on their website through the schedule tab, so that's where you can find those. Pepperdine, another team from the MPSF. They had a lot of roster shakeup this year with some transfers, some freshmen, and just some changes to their team from the portal that I think is going to help them this year. So definitely another team, another California team to keep your eyes on as the season develops and see kind of where they fall when the season's all said and done. The first game to kind of circle your calendar for is December 30th, an exhibition between UCLA and TWU, which is Canada's #1 ranked collegiate team. So that's coming up. That's 10 days from now, a little over a week from now. And just like that, the season's right around the corner, and we're going to start to have games rattling off a couple of nights a week. So I'm really excited for this season. As I get a lot of comments about this, where can you watch these games? The first one's going to be ESPN Plus. So if you don't have ESPN Plus, I think it's $9.99, $10 a month. That will get you most of the big games. Definitely all the top 10 teams in the country squaring off against each other. The Long Beach versus UCLA's, the Irvine versus UCLA's, the Hawaii versus Beach games. You'll predominantly get most of those. If not that, Moomoocowjonny, a YouTube channel who posts almost all of the games after the fact on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to his channel, and shout out to him for being a pillar in this volleyball community. The Pac-12 offers a package where you can pay to watch their live streams of the games, so I'm not super familiar on the details of that, but you can go to the link in my bio, and I have a link to their website to check out some of their packages for games they offer this season. Flow Sports also provides some games, some live streams with games as well. So the best thing you can do is go to the team's website where you want to watch the game, and typically you'll find wherever that game will be streamed or shown in the description of that matchup. So it might be too early at this point in the year, but as we get closer, a week out from some of these games starting, you'll probably see whether it's going to be streamed from UCLA or on Flow TV or on ESPN Plus, etc. So as we navigate where to watch these games this season, I will continue to give you all the information I have, but definitely mark your calendars for those dates so you know when those games will be and you can follow along. That's all I got for this video. Hope you liked it. I hope you get the chance to watch some of these games this year and see some of the best teams in NCAA play. But yeah, counting down the weeks and we'll be there soon. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.